So, hello everyone, and happy hauling New Year! Because today I'm going to show you a haul I got from Hobby Lobby and maybe a few other things that I got on a little getaway. So, welcome back to a new year, 2026. So, let's start off. Now, I got quite a few items at the Hobby Lobby. I'm going to show you. And these items were 90% off for Christmas items. So first off, I got this box with all these wood pieces. And there's, as you can see, there's a snowman and a Christmas ornament and reindeer and this cute, oh, I love this one right here with the truck and the tree and stockings and everything here. So I was real happy about this one, and it originally was $2.49, so I paid about 25 cents for it. So that was number one. So, okay, so then I got, these are felt stickers, 12 piece, $2.49. I got this for 25 cents. Alright. Then I got these little trees for about 30 cents. They were $2.99. And these trees are beautiful. Now I could have used these on my Molly Bangles Christmas box, which was I don't have it right here, but I needed Christmas trees to go on the side of the house, and I made some other ones out of paper, so I got those. Some miniature items. I was so pleased with the things I found there, and these were all in a cart. They were supposed to, be on the shelf, but somebody had stuffed them in a cart. I don't know if they were supposed to put them out on the shelf or if they just didn't want to do it and left them out in the cart. But I did find all of this in a cart, off to the side, kind of in an aisle. So then I found these really cute stickers, and these are Christmas holly gems. And I thought these were wonderful, and they're gems. I mean, I love gems, you know that. So then I found for 25 cents. Now, these were probably 40 cents because they rounded off the penny to even. So these were 40 cents. These were 25 cents, and beautiful gem Christmas trees, and these are sticker 8-piece set. Wonderful prices, I'm telling you, 90% off. You can't beat that. Also found for 45 cents, these were regularly $4.49, these beautiful nutcracker, and wow, that really, these are stickers also, 3D stickers. I don't know if you can see the side, but there's like little layers, and I know how to make them work out in my series of different things. But the nutcracker, and that is something I should have added to Molly Bangle Christmas, going to see the nutcracker, but that's all right. Next year. These are for next year. It's already next year, but next year, you know, I mean next Christmas. Also for 30 cents, I found this other package of Christmas trees. You can see the difference. Okay, and these ones were rust colors and light greens and whites and peaches, which are adorable. I just love it. Okay, on to next. Okay, so then I found these are flatbacks, and there are light bulb flatbacks, 18 piece, and I paid 30 cents for them. and 18 pieces, and flatbacks are perfect for what I do. But I was also thinking I could make some earrings out of these because they have a little loop there. They have a little loop right there, and these would make really nice Christmas earrings, which I have a New Year plan for jewelry, because you guys who know me, or you don't know me, you'll find out now, but I like to make all kinds of stuff. I don't limit myself, and I've made jewelry for probably 10 years now. I haven't showed too much of it or anything because I didn't have a YouTube channel back there. Then I just did it and for crafts and things, and brought them to craft shows and things. There's so much competition with jewelry, but I still love to make it and design it. And I'm going to show you at the end of this video, I'm going to show you some of the wonderful pieces of jewelry I've made over the years for myself. And there'll be some in the future. So I'll talk about that later, though, because that's a secret, and I'm going to get to it. So these are buttons. It says it's buttons, but the button backs are took off, which is fine with me. So that makes them flat backs. And I don't see any holes. But these are little Christmas presents, which, that would have been nice for Molly Bangle's Christmas. I could also add some in, but these were 40 cents. And these were 30 cents. I forgot to tell you that, because they were $2.99 and 90% off. They rounded it off to the nearest penny. So, not bad at all. Now, I found these beautiful candy canes. And there's 20 pieces, and these have the little hoop for hanging them. And you probably could use these for a little small Christmas tree. I also have that, which I'd love to decorate. But these would make nice earrings also. And I may have plans for them in the future. Also, they were about 25 cents for all of these. Okay. Now, if you're at the Hobby Lobby, see what they've got. There wasn't much left, and I'm lucky I found that cart with all this stuff in it, and most of it was in there. Some of it was still on the shelf, but it was going fast. Believe me, for 90% off, you can't lose. Okay, so these are also buttons, and they were 40 cents at $3.99, 90% off. 7 pieces, and the buttons, they took the backs off, which make them flat backs for me. But there's some holes right here, which I love to fill those in and put crystals and gems in. Excuse me. Hold on just a second. All right. So I found these. Oh, and they're made of paper, and they're 50 cents, and these were beautiful poinsettias, and they were for 50 cents. Like I said, regularly $4.99, and you get 9 of them, and they got glitter, and I love glitter. Y'all know that. So these were really beautiful. Next up, for 55 cents, I found these beautiful plastic snowflakes in blue and white. Okay. And there's 20 pieces in here, and I thought, wow, I could have used them this year, but I'll come up with something next year, I hope. We shall see. All right, next up, for 50 cents, I found these bell mirrors. And these are acrylic bell and bow, and 10 pieces for 50 cents, regularly $4.99. And so darling. They look kind of mirror-like, but I thought those are great. Wow. I'm going to be all set for next year if I can remember where I put everything. Okay. So for 30 cents, I also found ornament stickers, 11 pieces, and these are more like, what do you call it? Translucent. Like if you were going to put them up on a window, you'd be able to see through them. Aren't they beautiful? Just beautiful. And maybe, I don't know, these do have hoops, but I don't have like 2 of each, so they wouldn't make nice earrings. But that's a thought. But I also could make some earrings out of these if I wanted to scan them out, put them on paper, put them on wood or on a paper, thicker paper, you know how I do it, and then collage them on or decoupage them on, and then go over them and make some earrings. That's an idea. All right, so those were 30 cents. All right, now I found these little dogs, and I love dogs. They are the best people. Love dogs. And there was this whole package for 80 cents. And these are little ornaments, you know, you can put on the tree also. And they are adorable. But I like to use them as some miniatures in front of some of my Molly Bangle Goes to Something. And some of them have Santa Claus hats, some of them don't. But I could change the colors of the hats. Now that I think about it, I could change the color of the hat and make it into something else. So there we go for that. All right, moving on. I still have more, you guys. Wow, did I find a lot. Okay, and so those were 80 cents. Yep. All right, for 35 cents, I found these adorable. They're adorable. I found these adorable reindeer. One's holding a star. One's holding a tree. Can't see what this... Oh, this one's broken. Well, I can fix him. He was holding a candy cane. And one's holding a present. Okay. I didn't notice he was busted. But that's all right. I can fix him. Oh, and pieces coming out. Okay, he must be really broken. Reindeer antler coming off. Well, there you go. That explains that. Even hoofs are coming off. I guess they weren't made very well. Maybe they were dropped on the floor. Okay. Well, that one's broken, and I did not notice it when I bought it. But it was 35 cents. I'm not going to complain. It's probably fixable wherever it broke off. Okay. So, I'm going to keep going. All right, next up for 40 cents, I found Santa, a reindeer, and Mrs. Claus buttons. These are buttons also. They do have the backs on them. I will just cut them off and make them into a flat back in the future when I use them next time. So wonderful for 40 cents. So adorable. Okay, on to the next. So these are some mini icon stickers. And they are all Christmas. And these were, again, this was Christmas clearance at the Hobby Lobby. Yeah, this was Christmas clearance at the Hobby Lobby. 90% off. These were 30 cents, and I thought they were just adorable. There's Santa Claus, and they're like a bubble. They're all plastic. Trees, snowmen, Santa Claus, presents, and holly and candy canes. Okay, so next up is Santa for 35 cents. These mini Santas were 6 piece. And Santa's waving. And I thought he's adorable. Sometimes I like to put those kind of characters outside of a box. I'll make a little extension at the bottom, and then I'll add the little people in. Next one for 35 cents, regularly $3.49, were these beautiful wreaths. These beautiful wreaths with bows. So I got a packet of them. Just beautiful. All right. Also, for 25 cents, I got this packet of 6 trees. It says makes 6 trees. The ropes come with them, so you can make Christmas ornaments out of them. And I might have a blast making these into something special. But so pretty, and it says a very merry, holly jolly Christmas. Isn't that cute? So cute, you guys. So for 25 cents. Now, normally I think they sell a packet like these would be at the Dollar Tree. Might sell something like this with, you know, a similar packet for $1.25. So 25 cents is really nice. Okay. So the next item for 25 cents were these little red bows. There's 6 pieces in here. I don't know what these are made out of. If they're, they feel like plastic. That's what I don't know if they're enamel or plastic or something like that. Okay. All right. So that was part 1 of my Hobby Lobby haul. And you saw what I paid for everything. These are future Christmas items and ideas. I'm going to put them away back in the bag here. And then we're going to move on to part 2. Now, if you want to take a break here for a minute, I don't want the video to be too long for you, and if you feel it is, take a break. Put me on pause for a few minutes, take a break. Alright, so moving on to the next one. Now, this portion is to show you my New Year's idea for the future, okay? And I told you guys in the past that I made jewelry. I made jewelry in the past. And let me see, what did I do with this? So, alright. So, this portion of my video is going to be based on, drum roll please, I'm going to start an extension YouTube channel from this one. This one's Artist at Work, and I plan on starting my new one, which will be D. Marie Jewelry. And the reason I'm doing that is because I make so many items on Artist at Work, and I did say I'd like to make jewelry on this channel, but I thought it would be better to separate that portion because it's just so much, and I don't want the algorithm to think I'm not doing art stuff, even though jewelry is making art. So I'm going to show you some of the items. Now, there was a few more items. These 3 items I got for 90% off at the Hobby Lobby, but these are jewelry making items, okay? So for 70 cents, I got these gorgeous charms, and these are all Christmas. And you know what? I'm going to take them out and show them to you. Now, hold on just a second, because I'm going to get my other items I got. Okay, so I'm not trying to be confusing, but I did get from, I went to that AM Vet thrift store over in Bristol, Virginia, and for $1.48 I found these beautiful jewelry box holders or organizers. box organizers. This one was 99 cents. I don't know if because it was gray, but it's actually the same thing as the white one. I also found this beautiful wooden tray, okay, which I will do another tray in the future and do a collage piece, but this one is nice and solid and beautiful. Only $3.98, and I did get quite a few discounts that day because, hold on just a second, because I had gotten some clothes items too, but some of these items were discounted also. All right. So those were some other items part of the haul. So I didn't get much this time, just those 3 items from that haul. But I thought I'd show them to you, and I need these right now. So I opened up, back to this jewelry items, I opened up these charms, okay, so you could see them. And they are gorgeous. There's candy canes. Now this one is a snowman that says joy. And I'm hoping there's 2 of each because I thought they'd make really darling earrings, okay? There's 3 here. Now whatever's left over I'll use on something else, but looks like there's going to be 3 of each. So anyway, so there's the little bells with a bow. There's 3 of those. All right. Okay, so there's some Christmas trees. Oh, and this one's missing. This one's missing the hoop. Oh, hope there's another one. Okay, here's another one. That's what happens sometimes. There's little misses. That's all right. So also I only paid 70 cents for these. 70 cents. Can you imagine for charms? That was really a good buy. There's these are, looks like bells. There's like 3 bells, 2 bells, and then there's like holly, and if you can see them. Okay. There's mittens, which how cute they'd be as earrings, you know. Okay. There's some snowflakes. Another thing I thought I could use these on is I make pens. I make jeweled pens. And so those type of items will be on my new channel, Dee Marie Jewelry. And I can use those charms for pens. So there's quite a few of these little acorns or pine cones. That's what they're, pine cones. There's quite a few pine cones. And there's another set of mittens there. And there's 3 snowmen. Okay. So that was, I just wanted to show you those. And I'm going to put those in my new container. Now, how adorable those would be with some crystals and stuff. So, this is still Artist at Work. I'm just showing you future items I'm going to be maybe making into future jewelry on Dee Marie Jewelry. I hope that's not confusing anybody, but this is Artist at Work, okay? So, I also got these 40 cents for these beautiful Christmas bulbs, and they do have a hook on them, so they could be made into earrings also. And I don't need to take them out. I'm just going to set them right here. Also, this was a fantastic buy. 55 cents. I found this one packet at the bottom of the cart hiding, I'm so glad I dug through there because these are snowman crystals. And they're made by Bead Treasures. And there's a 6-piece set, so you can make 3 earring sets out of this. And aren't they beautiful, you guys? I mean, I couldn't believe it. Regularly $5.49 for 55 cents. That's going to be really, really nice. Okay, moving on. All right. So, now in my jewelry area, I have a whole jewelry room that I use, but it's not up here in this area. I work down in my second art room, which has a jewelry making area. So I was going through my stash the other day when I made some earrings, which I'll show you. They're in this pile over here. And I really needed some brass findings. And these are all nickel free. Now I only paid 50% off these ones. So they're half of $4.99, half of $3.99. You get the picture. So, okay. So I was... want to get them out. Hold on. Okay. Can't go too fast. So these are head pins. Okay. Head pins are the ones with the little flat back part on the end of the pin. That's a head pin. Okay. I also wanted to get some in silver, and I like silver plated because they really hold up and they make nicer jewelry. There's all different kinds of metals you can use, and I like the silver plated ones. So also needed some more, now remember, these are all nickel free, so I think they won't bother people's ears so much. And these were all half price, they had 50% off at the Hobby Lobby. These were at the Hobby Lobby also, under the jewelry shop. I think today was the last day. Today's Saturday. So today was the last day for the sale. Now, these are jump rings, and these are 6mm jump rings, and they tell you right here on the package, so people don't know how to make jewelry or what to look for, right there. And I have a gauge. Okay, so I have a gauge for crystals, and the jump rings and stuff are pretty close to the same size. But this was what a crystal in 6mm gauge would be. So these are 6mm. Okay. I was searching for these. Now these are called daisy spacers. Well, this particular one is not a daisy spacer. These are circular spacers, but these are spacers. And they come on a strand. Okay. And I'm going to take them out. All right, so these are spacers, and these are for, like, when you get a bead. Hang on, I just got to get them out of here. There. So when you get a crystal, you can accent the earring with the spacer. And I'm going to take these off. And this one's a round one. It looks kind of like a 6-aught seed bead would be. But these ones are metal. And they're called spacers. So what the metal does for your jewelry. It accents the jewelry, beautifies it a little bit, spaces it out, and makes your jewelry look a little more professional. You don't have to use them, but it's nice if you do. All right, continuing on. So these are little metal balls, and these are great for when you're putting your jewelry, like say when you get your head pin, when you have like a bead that has too big of a hole, these little balls you put on the bottom of your head pin. I'm going to show you. So you get your head pin. And then you get your little ball. Now these don't match, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because I'm not showing you how to make jewelry right now. I'm just going through showing you some technical stuff about making jewelry. Okay, so you take this little ball here. And I don't have my glasses. It makes it really hard to see. Okay. You take this little ball, and I'm glad this one is gold on the silver so you can see it better. And you put it on your end, right like that. Okay. And what that does, it makes a stopper for your larger bead hole. Okay, and there's different sizes you can get. This happens to be I just threw that away. But these are more like a 2 millimeter or 3. So I'm going to take them out and put them in there. And another thing for making jewelry is you need a lot of storage. And I like to keep the silver-plated earring head pins in a special container because they can tarnish. All right, next up, and remember these were all at the Hobby Lobby and they were 50% off. Now, I had a special gift card that I won from the Robinson Art Guild for, my painting was picked as People's Choice Award. So I used my gift card for half of these items. Okay, so, and this is to help me I'm going to use this to start my new channel, Dee Marie Jewelry, and it's not started yet, so I'll be mentioning in the future. I'll have a day when I'm going to start it, and I will tell you about that in the future. It's an extension of my Artist at Work channel. So I hope you'll all tune in and watch when I make jewelry in the future. Now, I may only take 1 day a week to do that, so you won't see me on as often as I do the Artist at Work, but I have to extend myself and make a day for that. So these are also spacer beads, and they are nickel-free. There's 40 pieces in this one. And I'm going to open them up. And these are little spacer beads. Now, they look like this way, but when you put them sideways and you put a bead in between them, you're going to see it like this, sideways. The bead, and then it'll show up sideways and just show the decorative edge. So I got those. Now, I also got these. Now, I got some in different finishes. I have a lot of jewelry making supplies in my other art room. And some of the gold items I didn't have. Some of the spacer items I didn't have. And some of the head pins I was lacking. So I was filling in the voids. So I'm going to open these up. And these are, there's no like name of what they're called, but they're like a leaf pattern, a four-sectioned leaf pattern, I'll call them. Okay, I'm going to get them out and show you. Okay, so they're really beautiful. And you could use this like to put on. You get a bead and then you put one at the top and one at the bottom, one at the top and one at the bottom of the bead, and that makes the bead more decorative. Okay. Okay, so this is like an antique gold or brassy look. I mean, it doesn't say on it what color it's supposed to be. And remember, these were all from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. So these are also these are more like a flower pattern. And I'm going to open these up. I've been pretty busy this New Year's. I've been traveling around, having fun, and going and Christmas party, a couple of them, and now I'm going to be going to family parties. We waited till after the holidays. There was a lot going on with my family, and things did not go right for all of them, so we canceled till another time. But so let me show you these. These are more of a flower. Okay, and they're like an antique gold brassy color. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, it doesn't say. Which would be nice if they said. All right. Also, I found them in silver. And these have more of a leafy look. And these are just like these gold ones here. So I'm going to put these ones in there. So you can see how pretty they are. Now you can also put them this way if you want to. Most of the time you put them to cover the ends of a bead, whether it's round or oblong shaped or oval. That's what you would do. These help cover the end of the bead and accent it. Okay. So there's the jump rings. I had gotten two different sizes. Now, the sizing means the thickness. Now, these are both 6 millimeter, but these are a thinner brass, and these are the thicker brass. Okay, so like I said, this is a thinner, and these are a thicker. Can kind of see. I'm pretty sure you can see the thickness. Okay. I do that because sometimes you want like with these beads, the hole size inside the bead is different sometimes. Sometimes they're like, if it's a gemstone, they have tiny thin holes. Must be so that they don't break the gem. And I like to use semi-precious gemstones. Those are my favorite to make jewelry out of usually. But I have all kinds of beads. I have hordes of beads. Okay, I got them a long time ago. I purchased the bead strands a long time ago from Fire Mountain Gem. And they're a company where you have to like buy in bulk, and the more you buy, less it costs. And back then, they used to have super good prices and super good deals. And I kind of just stored them away. And when I moved here, I brought everything with me. It was just cheaper to bring everything with me, and I stored for this particular reason. I did not know that in the future I would end up having YouTube channel or channels, and I did not know that this would occur. But I'm having a wonderful time with it, and I like what I do, and why not? You know, and I can teach a lot of you stuff about jewelry making when I start this Dia Marie Jewelry channel, okay? And I'll make a sign for that so you'll know when I'm doing that. Okay, so also these are the Daisy Spacer beads. Okay. Now these are in brass, and I wanted to find different colors of metals. Now I'm letting you know that brass is one of the best metals besides silver. Okay, brass can be outside. Brass can get wet. It won't tarnish. It may whatchamacallit. They said it could well, it'll like change. It doesn't change, but I forgot. But anyway, it's durable, very, very durable metal. Okay, and brass is a really good, because like I said, this can get wet. It can be outside. If it's something you wear to the beach, it won't tarnish on you. Okay, brass is very durable. Now, when I make outdoor ornaments, I use brass metal because wire, because then it stays good. It doesn't rust on you or anything like that. So if you're thinking about jewelry and you see the brass, don't be put off by it, because the brass, like I said, is extremely durable. It'll last forever. So I'm going to cut this off. So brass is really good. And brass goes really good with your antique-y look. I love it. I just love it. And actually I'm going to put them over here. So I want to get one off so you can see it. Okay, so these are daisy spacers. Okay, and when you put the bead on top, let's say, you're going to see it from the side view. That's what I was trying to tell you before. You'll see it from the side, like that. And that really accents the bead and makes it look really beautiful on earrings especially. But you can use them on bracelets or anywhere you want to make a space for the bead. All right, continuing. All right, so another spacer bead, which I found at the Hobby Lobby. And this company is the Metal Gallery, and they were also 50% off. And I want to tell you, the prices I found at 50% off on Hobby Lobby this time were cheaper than the Amazon channel, okay? Just happened to be because they were 50% off and on sale. So they did have a better price than that. And I'm getting chilly, you guys. I gotta put on my coat. Do you know how it is when you get sitting and all of a sudden your temperature of your body changes and you get chilly? Because I'm not moving around enough, I didn't go for my walk yet this morning. Okay. So here we are again with this spacer bead. Now these are different. So I don't know how to describe these. There's like a ball over there. It's kind of like a crown, but it has two ends on it. Can you see that? Two ends. Okay. And they are really nice also. So like I said, you need lots of storage boxes for these kinds of items. And I'm so glad I found these containers at the AM Best. Now they put these containers in the hardware section where they had, I mean not hardware, like section for utensils, glassware, bowls, that area. So I didn't find them like in the craft. They didn't like have a craft area. So I got those. And this is what my jewelry was lacking before. I mean, not lacking, but I didn't have to put it on. But I realized that it makes the jewelry even prettier or look more expensive. Okay, these were one item that I really was lacking in my brass container section, and that was an eye pin. Now, it's not such a big deal that I only had the head pins, but you can make an eye pin out of a head pin. And what you do is you just take your head pin, and what you do is you would snip off this little end with special tools. Now another thing we'll go through once I get on the jewelry channel, I will show you the tools that you will need to make jewelry. You can't just make jewelry, you gotta have your tools. There's all kinds of stuff we can make together, okay? So these are the eye pin. Now, the eye pin is called an eye pin because it's like got a little hole up here with a loop. I guess they call it an eye because it looks like an eye. See? Little hole right there. So that's why they call them an eye pin. Okay, so I needed those really badly. I had to keep making my own. I only had a few head pins, and brass is not usually everybody's favorite to buy, and there's a lot of people with, I'm someone who can wear anything in my ears, but some people are allergic and stuff like that. But I think because these are nickel free, that might help a lot. Okay, still going. So here is an example of the daisy spacers. These are in the silver. Okay. So I also got these, just like those other ones I showed you that were in the brass. Right here. The brass. And these are in the silver. And these are look like a 6 daisy spacers. Okay. And I think I've looked for these before, couldn't find them because you know what? They weren't in a package like I thought they were going to be. They're in a strand. This is what they call a strand. Okay. So you get them all on a string. For any new beginner people watching about making jewelry. So that is a strand. And I'm so glad I found these. Now I watch a lady that makes jewelry called Advent Jewelry. And you can check out her channel. She's wonderful. She's who encouraged me to she says on her channel that she just does this for entertainment purposes, really, and she encourages other people to do jewelry, make your own. And I saw her, I thought, well, I've been making jewelry a long time too, and I really enjoy her channel. I'm subscribed to her channel. So thank you for encouraging me, and now I'll make my own channel. I've always had my name Dee Marie Jewelry, but I just haven't had it on a YouTube channel. I just use that name so if I gave out a card, somebody would know what I called my jewelry making. So these are also daisy spacers, and they're very tiny. They're like a 4mm, which is more like this size here, you guys, 4mm. Okay. Where I have my thumb. I'm going to put those right here. All right, moving on. And I still have some more to show you. Remember, these are all from the Hobby Lobby, and they were having a 50% off sale. So these are from Metal Gallery, and these were like those gold balls right over here. These are little gold ball beads, and these are the silver balls, and I love them. So as you can see, silver balls, and like I said, they were for the end of the head pin to hold the larger bead hole from going through the bead, which once I get going on that channel, I will show you all that. What fun it'll be to show you and teach you about that. Okay, so another thing about making your own jewelry that I love, okay, personally, is that nobody else in the world is going to be wearing what I'm wearing. I really like that, you guys. Okay, and now I also got these eye pins, which these are nickel free, but they're silver plated. So I really love these because they really shine nice and look really nice on your jewelry when you make it. And there's a couple more items. Okay, now this came for $2.49. These were brass, and like I told you about brass is really good quality metal. And there's two size balls here. They look like a 3mm and maybe a 6. Let's see. Yeah, they're too big to be 8. They're more like a 6mm. Oh, it does say on here. It says the size. And they're saying 4 and 9. But they don't look like a 9. They're not a 9. Unless there's one missing. 4mm, 9mm. You got me. Okay, but anyway, these are brass balls and spacers. So I got these also. So I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them right here. And the reason they're not coming right off the strand, now remember this is a strand, and they have at the end of your strand to hold the jewelry in place so the strand doesn't come out. There's like this little loop. Can you see that? There's a clear plastic loop around the end one. And you have to pull that out, which I'm not going to do right now, but or cut it so it'll come off. But you got to pull it out and take them off, which takes a little bit of time. I hate that. So there's those two, and that was really good price for 2 strands. All right, and then the very last item I got in gold were the daisy spacer beads. Okay, in gold, so you can see them. Okay, and that was the last item I got in this haul. So that's the last item, but don't go anywhere, you guys, because I'm still going to show you some of the jewelry that I made. Okay. In the past for myself. And some of it's quite elaborate too. Now I'm going to get a piece of paper to show you this one. This set's black. So, a long while ago, yeah, I designed these while I lived here, so maybe like 3 years ago. I can't really remember. Okay. So, I made this necklace. Okay. And like I said, I like to do semi-precious gemstones because I know they're good quality beads. And at that time, they were very popular. So this is a 1 strand into a 2 strand. It's a very difficult necklace to make. It has a lot of elements. Now these are remembering the beads will take a little while. I didn't write them down, but these were black agates, turquoise chips, antique beads. These are glass. I forget. But I did the cones myself, and then inside the cone I have these little beads inside. Okay. And I just love this necklace, you guys. So beautiful. Okay. And I like to make them longer, but not everybody likes longer. Some people like shorter, but I am a certain, like your neck, from the bottom of your neckline, there's different lengths of necklaces. Now I'll talk about that later. But I made this necklace first, okay? And I didn't have any earrings for it, and I decided this year to make some earrings for it. So, and I forgot what these are. Black onyx? They might be onyx. Okay, and they're just gorgeous. But this year I made earrings for this necklace, and what I did was I took the cone shaped bead and then I wire wrapped around it, because I wire wrap too. I make rings too. I've made necklaces, bracelets, and earrings. I'm finding that earrings and bracelets are the best for like selling at a craft show or something. People like them the best. The necklaces don't go much. Plus, like if you're using real gemstones like I did, people don't really have the money or want to pay big money for them. And I designed this necklace after I saw, can't remember where it was, if it was online or in a magazine, but there was a necklace similar to this that a designer made. And this is going to be a shocker, but that necklace, made almost out of the same materials that I use, was a $10,000 necklace. $10,000. Okay. So this one's not worth $10,000 because I'm not a designer name, but it's worth it to me. And I did try to sell it at one time for like $50, but nobody would buy it. So I mean, that's a long shot. And you're at a craft show, you have to find the exact right person who really loves it and willing to pay the money. And nobody ever did. So I just decided I would keep it for myself and make earrings for it. And you never know, if somebody wants to buy it from me, maybe I'll sell it. So that was number 1. Okay. Now for Christmas last year, I was watching a video and I watched somebody make these beautiful Christmas trees, wire wrapped Christmas trees. Okay. And I can put this on here now. So this is red agate right in here. Red agate. And it's more orangey color, but I love orange colored stuff. So even though it's Christmas, I still wear it with red and different stuff, and made that myself. Okay. And I also made one in teal. And I also made one for my friend and gave it as a gift. And this is a special aventurine. Oh, no, this is not aventurine. This is a special gem. I'll have to pull it out and show you. But yeah, I made this one. It has an extension on it because it's actually a shorter necklace. But I did put an extension on it so I could wear it. So yeah, and I put this thick chain on the back because I like them longer. So there's 2 more, and I made earrings for them. And these were in copper. I don't care because I like copper. I can wear copper. And I'm showing you this jewelry to show you I can make jewelry. I do make jewelry. Sometimes just for myself. I just have fun with it and make jewelry. So, these were already made. Like I said, for myself. Okay, it's getting late, you guys. Dark today. It makes me sleepy. I've been doing a lot today. I had a lot to do today. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's another reason why I like to make my own jewelry. Okay. Okay, first off, I did not make this necklace. I found this necklace. I had gotten a haul, and or somebody gave me a haul, and found this necklace in the baggie. Okay, and this is made by George. Okay, that's the name on the tag, George. So this is a George necklace. And I said to myself, oh my goodness, I love it. And I'm not going to take it apart or use it for anything. I'm going to use this for me. But I did not have any earrings for it. And that's where I come in. And I don't know, there might be matching earrings for it somewhere. I didn't have them. But like I said, this was found in a thrift in a bag. And so I made these. Now these are also some translucent beads right here. I used the gold instead of the filigree. Now these are called a filigree bead. And translucent. And so these were translucent. And this is what I had. I used what I had. And then these are round turquoise colored beads. And so there's turquoise colored beads in this one. These are like a half bead, and if you turn these the right way, they do look like kind of like a heart. Like from the side view, they do look kind of like a heart. Okay, so I made earrings for it because I like using it, and it's really beautiful. So I'm gonna keep that one for myself. but I didn't make the necklace, just the earrings, okay? That's one reason I like to make my own jewelry. Okay, and another reason I like to make jewelry is because I can make colors for all my outfits. I can make them match my outfits. All right, so I made this one. Now, originally, this necklace was only this part right here, which I got these at a, my father bought me a necklace. And the chain on it that happened to be on it was this link type of chain. I'm going to show you. See this link? Well, this link, whenever you wore it, it twisted up and it became absolutely terrible. And these are supposed to be a topaz, topaz, but I'm not sure if they're real or not. They were supposed to be real topaz, and for some reason they're looking like dirty. And if they're real gemstones, they're supposed to be cold, and these aren't feeling cold. I just think they were hyping up what they were supposed to be, but they're not. Maybe they thought they were the topaz look. So anyways, I made my own necklace out of gemstones I had. These are real topaz. Now when I feel these are cold. These I think are glass or plastic, but they are not real topaz gems, and I'm very disappointed about that because my father paid a lot of money for these. And all right, so I designed this section of it myself and made it out of gemstones. These are quartz. There's crystals. These are crystals. And of topaz. Smoked topaz, I believe it is. And I also made earrings for it to match. I used the crystals. I had some heart-shaped topaz. This is smoked gray topaz gemstone. And when you feel these, they're gold. You can feel them. Okay. And these are some Italian onyx right here. Italian onyx. Okay, so I made that one for myself out of an old necklace. Okay. And then I made this one. And I love to wear this one. I wear it all the time. So this is a magnesite gemstone. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? And this was the, I forgot what that's called right now. I'm a little tired right now. I've been doing a lot today. So this was a magnesite gemstone. Magnesite looks like turquoise, but it's not. It's like magnesite, I believe, has pieces of the actual gemstone in it, and then it's like put together to make a bead. And I also added some chains onto the middle part of this one, and like I said, I like them long. And I also made matching earrings, which is another reason why I like to make my own jewelry. And these really came out beautiful. Okay, so just to show you those few, that's it. And another thing is I keep my sets in a Ziploc bag together with the earrings that match, because for years I put them in a jewelry box, and after a while I couldn't find anything, you guys. So I'm like, now I have everything in a set together. And now I know which pair goes with which, and the earrings go with which, and I just set everything in my jewelry box. and then I have it. Okay, so that's it for today, you guys. This is Denise with Artist at Work. And watch for my new channel, Dee Marie Jewelry. And we'll make some jewelry together. And I'll set up a date and time for the start of that channel when I make up a video for it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my new idea for the future to make jewelry and have a jewelry session on a certain day. And so remember, art sends love to the world. And subscribe to my channel, you guys, because you never know what I'm going to be making and doing. And I can't wait to get started and again on Molly Bangle goes to Spain. I'm going to be working on her some more. Still have to fix up the dresses yet, but these are what we'll be working on next time when you see me. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.